Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Chike is back from vacation, and you're holding down movie reviews solo. I'm here to help you, but tell us what did you see, and take it from there.
So, like I said, I was on vacation and I didn't really have consistency to watch films, but I did catch a couple. And I also saw some before I actually left. So I'll talk about them. Um, Shirley, did you watch Shirley on Netflix
I
with
did. I
so
did.
can let's talk about that. Did y'all talk about that already?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. No.
Of course, it was great to see Regina King, stars Regina King, Raina King, her sister,
My
and Terrence
sister.
Howard,
Mhm.
and Lance Reddick, the late great Lance Reddick. What did you think?
I thought it was really good. She had Shirley Chisholm down from the way she talked to her mannerisms. I will
Mhm.
say that I was not surprised when the credits ending and they were talking about what happened afterwards. That her and
Yeah,
Terrence Howard's character got married uh,
yeah,
after she got divorced from her husband. Uh,
yeah.
but I like that. I think they did a really good job. I read an article and it said that the movie should have been great, but it wasn't because it missed out on certain things that happened and during that time frame. But
Hmm.
only a certain amount, you're gonna have a movie, how many hours, you know what I mean? And so it's
Right.
like I think they hit the high points. I learned a lot, I thought it was great. I thought it was a good movie.
And the film was supposed to be about that specific point in time. They
Right,
really weren't trying to cover her life. They just
right,
wanted to talk about the time where she was running for president.
exactly.
I thought it was excellent. I think, of course, Regina always does a great job.
And they
And
dedicated the movie to her son, who we know,
right,
passed away. And she said she felt his spirit, while they were shooting the movie. So that was awesome.
yeah, I thought it was good. I want to see more stuff like that. And when you support films like this, if you watched it or you plan on watching it, please go in and click the like because it
Yeah,
also trends and that's how they keep track of like the type of movies that we want to see and our favorite filmmakers can continue to make, that kind of content.
absolutely.
Um so I'm watching this series on Apple TV called Manhunt and it stars Anthony Boyle, Tobias Menzies, and Patton Oswalt and Lovey Simone from what was the show about the gospel family on OWN. Great
Oh,
Greenleaf.
the Greenleaf,
The
yeah.
girl from Greenleaf is on there. And
Deborah Wines.
no, the Lovey Simone, the one that was the
Oh,
cousin.
oh, okay.
Yes. So I find it very interesting because I do like historical events, and this starts with the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. And the series like jumps around like to periods before, what probably led to the events of his assassination and the events after, because this is really focused on the manhunt of John Wilkes Booth after the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, and it talks about like certain periods before leading up to that, and then certain periods after, and it's miraculous how some of the things that are going on in the series related to that time in our history is some of the same stuff that we're dealing with now as it
Mhm.
relates to government and what the optic illusion of what government's hand in certain things, how palatable it is to the American public and what's best for the American public. And, there was a point in time where it was right after the Civil War and, the South lost, but they weren't giving up. And some of the people really wanted to continue on with the way of life of slavery. And it was basically war, but the war had ended, but you had terrorists. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting. Definitely well done, well produced. Check it out. It's on Apple TV. And Apple is like kind of picking up with their programming.
Mm,
Their stuff is starting to have a little weight to it.
nice.
So
Nice.
definitely check it out.
Bring back the
Uh,
morning show.
it's coming back in the fall.
Oh, good.
I saw this other film called Surrounded, starring Letitia James, Jamie Bell, and one of Michael K. Williams' last roles. It follows the Buffalo soldier Mo Washington
Mm.
as she tries to trail to her 40 acres and a mule. She was promised a land, but it happened to be on a gold mine. And she's on her way to achieve the land. But she had lived most of her life as a male, and she actually became a soldier in the Buffalo Army.
Wow.
And some chain of events have happened on her way to go claim this land. This is a Western, by the way. And so she has to defend herself the best way that she knows how, being a person of color, whether it be male or female, during that time, immediately post slavery. So
Mm.
definitely check it out. It's a really, really good film. I think that it flew under the radar. And if you don't know who Letitia James is, not the District Attorney
Right.
James,
Right.
is Black Panther Letitia James.
Yeah.
So definitely check that out. It was a really, really good movie. I might even watch it again because it has a lot of great historical reference, and it was just an all-around powerful movie. Women's empowerment and people of color empowerment. So definitely check it out. And I know this is probably not in your wheelhouse, but I just want to talk about X-Men 97, Marvel Animation's new iteration of the X-Men series from the 90s. It's probably the best animated feature that's on streaming right now. Um, I wasn't expecting for it to be this dramatic, but they've upped their ante from the 90s. Of course they should, but I wasn't expecting it. Surprise, surprise. Um, a lot of rave reviews from fans, from Marvel heads, from X-Men heads. They are loving it. There was some controversial about the creator being fired from the project. From what I hear, there are 2 seasons in already, locked and loaded. So we would just have to worry about the third. But if there's any way that you can get Bo DeMeo back on the project, that would be a big help because he did such an awesome job with these characters in the storyline. It's just well done. So kudos to Disney Plus, kudos to Marvel Animation, and Bo DeMeo. Thank you for your contribution, brother. I hope that you guys can work something out creatively, whereas though you don't have to totally let go, but you know, it's in God's hands.
Yeah. Well, I want to shout out Abbott Elementary. That continues to hit the mark each
Oh
week.
my God, yeah.
Um, it was interesting. The character, the one that played in Everybody Hates Chris, um, he was recently on the Jennifer Hudson show. I believe it was Jennifer
Mhm.
Hudson or Kelly Clark show, and he said that he is against um the two characters getting together. Like, he doesn't want to see that happen. We're like, why not? But anyway, but it's a great show. Love and Marriage DC. We recently had Winter from there on the show. They they released the trailer for their upcoming reunion, and there's almost a physical altercation between two of the husbands. Um, and there's a lot of response to that on in the comments. I was reading it because one, he's shorter and he has a lot of bark. But the other guy was like, "Well, I'm not scared," and they almost got into it. They almost got to it. So that comes out next week. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on TV. I haven't been watching a whole lot of things, but I watch some of these reality shows. So we have the guests on our show, and we'll be able to talk about it. But anything coming down the pipeline you're excited about?
Oh, I want to see this movie. I saw the trailer while I was away. I think it's called Monkey Man.
Yeah,
It seems,
Adam
it
talked
seems
about
like,
that last week.
yeah, I want to. He saw it.
No, he wants to see it.
Yeah, it seems pretty interesting. Want to check that out. And I saw also a trailer for a new Alien film, but that's not until the summer. But I
Mhm.
stand behind anything that they do, around that whole storyline in that
Yeah.
universe. I just find it very interesting.
All right. Well, thank you as always for letting us know what to spend our time and money on, what not to. Have a great week. And when we come back, Black owned business spotlight right back after this.